We're actually the first hydro store in downtown Los Angeles. Hey, what's up guys? My name's Leonard, part owner of LA Garden Supply, and we've been open since 2017, but our roots go back in LA way further than that. Around 2009, some unforeseen things happened and I needed a job, so I went down to my local hydro store, and luckily shout out to Bobby Used Hydro and my boy Brian, rest in peace. They gave me a job and I was working back there. I was shipping things out and selling things on the internet. We had Mikey up front, and that was pretty much the OG crew at Green Door. We were actually the first hydro store in downtown Los Angeles. I've always been interested in cannabis, and even from a young age, before I even touched it, I always thought I was fascinated by being able to grow something. So I've always been interested in cannabis. I definitely think LA has made a huge impact on the cannabis industry. We have a lot of history here. When I started, that was probably not even that early compared to some of the guys before us. So I think as far as what LA's contributed to the culture and the community, a lot of the strains and genetics started here, and a lot of the style of growing started in LA. Back when I was working in downtown, Ivan with Jungle Boys was, he was a client of ours, and back in the forum days, and he was always a super nice guy, and to us that was kind of he set the bar of what a client was in LA. So we just watched him grow and expand his brand and contribute so much knowledge to this industry. And there was a lot of people, including myself, that was reading his blogs and kind of shaped how we grew. And he did a lot of trial and errors back then, I'd say, before anyone else did. There's been several times throughout the years, this industry has gone up and down, and I've seen many brands come and go, and our business kind of is dictated by how the growers are doing. So that's why it's super important for us. But we just stay the course and try to do business the right way. We try to expand and listen to what our customers need, and we go from there. So my advice is always to start with the basics, the fundamentals. I see a lot of people in this industry try to they see what other people have, or they try to be flashy. And for me, I've always been you start from the bottom, you learn everything, and you slowly build up like that. The highlight of my day is the daily transactions with customers. I'd like to think we're a staple in Los Angeles within our community and this industry, and we're like your local pub. People come in, we're happy to see you, we share information, we help each other out. I have a lot of interesting conversations with people, and that's pretty much what I enjoy doing. The team over here at LA Garden Supply is really special to me. I try to support them as much as possible. In return, they definitely take care of me. I think what separates us is we built a culture of we genuinely care about our clients, and about growers, and I hope that shows when people come in the store and attend some of the events we have every year. We try to give back to the community. Our reps, Alec and Jason, they're the homies. I've known them for a long time in this industry. We go way back, and they're always just a phone call away. Whether they're helping me with helping out growers or helping us in store, they always make themselves available. So I definitely appreciate them. They make it real easy. As far as the nutrients go, I'm not gonna lie, Athena's made my job really easy. They literally have written a book like in 3 languages that we give out in the store that teaches you how to grow with their products, how much to use, when to use it, even different irrigation strategies. So I definitely think Athena has kind of raised the bar and set the standard of how people grow indoors. I think what motivates me is, from experience, I know that growing is hard. There's not an easy way to go about it. I know there's a lot of technology out there now, and that helps growers, but it's farming. So what motivates me is to help my customers as much as possible. I try to get as much information as possible. I go to different grows, and I want to help them as much as possible so they can be successful, and I think that's what motivates me. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's supported us throughout the years. We've always been about the growers, about the culture, so we appreciate your business and your support. Give us a follow. Our IG is LA Garden Supply. We'll be posting some events we'll be having. Give back to the community soon. Thanks.